Nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Argentina. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better. Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on there, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. That one caught downfield by Watson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help us.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 77 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 60 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Phillips. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Looking to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Ready,
so the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
22 needle.
They're going to look to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Ready, set.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Purdy. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. He'll try again, and this time he's in for the touchdown.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the stick.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down to the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Holding offense.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll complete this one to Watson.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That is caught. They'll have the first down and more than that. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 42 2 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ward. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They get this out left, so he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in the season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side completes and Mechie. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 13. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 44 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep here from Mechie. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. He can't get away, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Ready?
2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Taking a shot for Dell here, and that's caught inside the 35. And a huge play that time. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's one. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 22. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Escapes the defender. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. He's got Smith here. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making the play there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time is. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
To about the 40-yard line. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That is caught by Dell. But he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this to Ward. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow, opposite, green, blue, check, white, ready, go.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. This is 1st and 10. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. They'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dalvin's with it. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really... And now here's another interception. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.